Hello and welcome to today's international news from the YouTube channel Daily English News. Headlines first.
Coronavirus, 70 more cases on Japan cruise ship as China infections pass 68,000. Deadly clash in Syria, a vivid reminder of US troops' ill-defined mission. Trump quotes Emerson, "When you strike at the king, you must kill him." A further 70 people on the Diamond Princess cruise ship quarantined in Japan have tested positive for COVID-19, bringing the total to 355. As 3 countries say they will fly their citizens on the ship home. It comes as China's National Health Commission announced the death toll inside the country had risen to 1,665, with 68,500 infections. The U.S. Embassy in Japan announced on Saturday that more than 400 U.S. nationals would be flown home from the quarantined Diamond Princess, currently docked in the port of Yokohama, south of Tokyo. The U.S. Embassy said in a letter to passengers that, based on the high number of confirmed coronavirus cases, passengers and crew members were considered to be at high risk of exposure. U.S. charter flights are expected to arrive on Sunday. Hong Kong, which has 330 citizens on board, said it will offer nationals an evacuation flight. The Canadian government also confirmed late on Saturday that it had chartered a plane to bring its citizens who are passengers on the ship home. American battle trucks stuck in the mud, besieged by angry Kurdish villagers, and the Russian army trying to mediate their escape. After more than 5 years fighting ISIS in northern Syria, it wasn't supposed to end like this. But for U.S. military officials, the scene near the city of Qamishli was a stark reminder of the incongruous end to the war against the terror group in partnership with the ally that had helped them prevail. 1 man was killed and another injured in the confused incident, which started when a U.S. patrol came under attack near a checkpoint manned by forces loyal to Bashar al-Assad on Wednesday. It was a rare direct clash between U.S. and Syrian government forces, but ever since Donald Trump abruptly ended Washington's pact with the Kurds last October, what remains of the U.S. presence in northeastern Syria has had a difficult time. Without a clearly defined mission of its own, after exposing their allies to an attack from the Turks, and yielding control of the province to the Russians, U.S. troops have more or less stayed out of the fray in the eastern deserts, where oil fields, not the menace of global terror, have become their new reason for staying. Retweeting a New York Times piece which quoted Ralph Waldo Emerson, shortly after retweeting footage of a small-town mayor inadvertently live broadcasting a visit to the toilet, thereby mixing low culture with high, Donald Trump seemed to confirm on Saturday that his campaign for re-election will be fueled by grievance, persecution and resentment. William Barr, How the Attorney General Became Trump's Enabler-in-Chief. Read more. Quoting Times White House correspondent Peter Baker, Trump wrote, Ralph Waldo Emerson seemed to foresee the lesson of the Senate impeachment trial of President Trump. "When you strike at the king," Emerson famously said, "you must kill him." Mr. Trump's foes struck at him but did not take him down. A triumphant Mr. Trump emerges from the biggest test of his presidency emboldened, ready to claim exoneration and take his case of grievance, persecution and resentment to the campaign trail.